Welcome everybody to Royal Family Kids Team Building. My name is Jeff Juhala and I'm the National Director of Training for Royal Family Kids, and we have gathered here tonight to talk about some team building experiences for you to have a better experience at your camping club. We're going to be using the People Skills Series personality indicators to learn more about ourselves and how we can better communicate within our teams. We're joined by Vicki Barnes, who is the creator of the People Skills Series, and she's going to share a lot of that with us tonight.
I want to be the first to congratulate you. I have been on 20 teams for Royal Family. I've loved them all very different personalities, but you are in for the experience of a life.
So let's talk about the Peacekeepers, the green shirt. These are very balanced people. They're very moderate people. They have great plans, but they're very moderate. They're very loyal and steady people. Another term would be a steady Eddie, right? Peacekeepers are 37% of the population. That's a very high percentage, almost as much as the planner. So our world is filled with people who really want to keep the peace. They're the ones who are always going behind the scenes to make things smoothed out. They want everyone to have a good time and everyone to be inclusive. So 37% of the population. Of that percentage, 65% are female and 35% male. Now, a lot of females can register with that very quickly, but sometimes the males see that and they think, wait a minute, I'm a peacekeeper? That seems kind of wimpy. Let me tell you, it has nothing to do with wimpy or masculinity at all. So if you were high in the peacekeeper category as a guy, don't worry about it. We're going to talk about Moses in a minute, and he was a pretty tough dude when it comes right down to it. Knowing personalities will really help us communicate and work together as a team, but we don't want to use it in the wrong circumstances either. So how do we use it well? Better understanding of people. Sometimes people will frustrate you for what your personality type is, and you think, what's the matter with those people? But when you understand their personality, you're going to understand people better. Better communication. When you can speak their language and they can speak your language, you're going to excel in your communication. And we need to understand that about people. And of course, utilization. If you know somebody's a producer and you've got a tough job to do, maybe that's the person to call on. If you know you have somebody that you need up in drama, maybe you need to grab a promoter. Now, that's not the only people who can do those tasks, but in utilizing people, sometimes you can find what they're passionate about and what they're really good at and use those people in those areas. Here's some areas that we can use this information in the wrong way. We don't want to use this to belittle people. Well, you're just a blue. You're just a planner. No, that's belittling people, putting people down. We don't want to say those types of things and belittle people for who God made them to be. That is the core of their personality. Nor do we want to exclude it and say, I'm having a party for all the promoters, but you Reds can't come. Right? That's exclusion. And it won't be in that kind of format, but that can subtly creep into our lives in a team and an environment at camp where we're excluding people. So let's make sure we don't do that. And the last is for us individually. We can use this as a cop-out for who we are. We could say things like, well, you know, I'm a blue, so I can't do that, so you'll just have to live with it. Or we could say, well, I'm a producer, so get used to it. Just suck it up, Charlie. Right? We can use it as a cop-out and say, I don't need to change. This is who I am. But we can all let God's Spirit massage our lives and improve us and bring up some of those second scores and give more balance to our lives.